Okay, very quickly, going to give some information you've not heard before, right? So at Art Being Brill, we help people achieve full humanness by working on what we call their vitamin B, all right, BE. So we're less interested in your to-do list, and we're more interested in your to-be list. So being an awesome human being requires you to ask, who am I being while I'm doing the things on my to-do list, right? So for example, am I being world class? Am I being full of enthusiasm, kindness and gratitude and positivity? Or am I being a bit ground down by pandemic and anxiety and worry about can't book a holiday in Tenerife, all right? So now it's a big deal than it sounds, but here's your stretch, here's your new stuff. We're all born with jaw-dropping potential, but most people waste it because of what's the so-called Jonah complex. Now, I'm not a religious person, okay, but biblical Jonah is a very timid merchant who resisted God's call for him to do really important work. So basically, we have a fear of our own greatness. It's kind of too daunting to be your best self. We might think it's too arrogant to be our best self, and plus maybe too much effort to be our best self. So what if I fail? What if I can't sustain it? What will people think? Sounds like hard work. So the Jonah complex means it's safer and easier to play small. Now, I was working in a school the other week, right, with and I asked the kids, they were all aged 12, and I said, who in this room, who intends to be Prime Minister? There was no hands went up, just some chuckles and some squirming and some blushing and going, oh my gosh, no way. And I said, well, someone's got to aim that high, so why not you? And that got the discussion going. So one of the girls told me, well, I want to be an engineer. So I said, okay, that's fantastic, but what's the point of learning to be a mediocre engineer? Why would you aim to be middle of the pack? Why would you evade your own true capabilities and possibilities? And I explained that too many people lower their bar. The possibility of being remarkable shoots a thunderbolt of fear into unremarkable people. But if we look back to when we were 12, we realised everything was on the table. It was all possible. Now, the good news is that whatever age you are right now, and whatever life has dealt you, and whatever job you're doing, your vitamin B is still there for the taking. You at your best. It's what your family needs, it's what your team needs, it's what your employer needs. And that's what Art of Being Brill helps you achieve. But I think there's a bigger thought lurking. So Abraham Maslow, who's kind of quite famous in psychology circles, he spoke of what he called it Eupsychia. Okay, there's a new word for you. And that's a culture created by thousands of people being their best selves. And I can't help thinking that's what the world needs.